I am going to introduce predictive modeling today using Enginius. Alright, so this is the site. Go to dashboard and your license here of Enginius. I will select the same thing so that I can see the same interface here, right? Okay, so to introduce the example case of predictive modeling, let me choose tutorials and predictive modeling. Predictive modeling helps analyze and explain the choice individual customers make in a market. Basically, it is use multiple regression methods. There are multiple different types, right? For its dependent variable, we can use binary data or dummy variable, 0 or 1, or categorical data and continuous data, right? So for each data set, we can use different type of method in regression, right? So regression is the basic technique in predictive modeling. All right, more details will come later in other video clips. So let me make it simple. All right. Before I run the analysis, right, let me explain each data set just briefly. Right? Binary data, as I said, regression model consists of one dependent variable and multiple independent variable, right? Regardless of the type. So here, for binary data, the first one here is dependent variable, active. Is the person a customer? 1, yes. 0, no. Right? And other variables are independent. Gender, age, recency, frequency, average basket. Right? So using these independent variables, we are going to predict the dependent variable, whether the person is active or not. Right? And categorical data. It's exactly the same, except the dependent variable here, right? With binary model. And in the dependent variable for categorical data, it has not 2, but 3 and more categories. Big spender, small spender, and inactive. There is an order, right, between the 3. This is the maybe 1, 2, 3, right? Okay. So these independent variables, same set of independent variables, can predict whether the person is big spender or small spender or inactive. Continuous data is the most common one and popular one and frequent one, right? And the dependent variable is continuous. So these independent variables can predict the volume amount, right? As a ratio, right? The amount of money they spend, right? All right. So let's run it. First, I will choose the binary data set here, right? Binary data, right? And hold on, and run it. And go to show report. And there are many different things, but let me get the major result here. So except the intercept, right? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 independent variables, and their parameters, regression parameter, coefficients, and p-value. So, for example, to test the hypothesis, right? We have a rule of thumb here. P-value should be less than 0.05. So let's find the significant variable to predict the dependent variable, right? For this, p-value should be less than 0.05. So this reason C can significantly predict whether the person is customer or not. And also, marginally though, age is significant. So age can significantly predict whether the person is a customer or not. Right? And other variables are not significant. So we do not interpret those insignificant variables, right? Simply, this is a binary regression or logit regression, right? There are multiple different names for this particular type. Right, let's go back to Enginius. And this time, and we will have multiple alternatives, right? Ordinary categorical variable, right? Categorical data, right? Or we call it logistic regression, right? Using categorical variable for the dependent variable, right? And calibration data should be categorical, and target variable. It's the same thing. All right. So I changed only this and this choice, right? And run it. Go to the report. Okay, again, let me look at the major result. Categorical data. So to distinguish small spender from other types, right? Reason C is significant, right? And average basket. These two variables can predict whether the person is small spender or other types, right? And to distinguish the big spender, right? The significant variables are age and region C and average basket, right? Right. So there are a lot of details, but maybe we may have a chance to, I may have a chance to explain all that later in another video clip, right? So go back to the Enginius, and we have one more for continuous variable, the most popular one, and continuous data, right? And target variable is automatic here, volume amount. Yes, run it. Go to report. And go to the major results. Here, to predict the volume amount, let's find the significant result variables, independent variables, right? Which has p-value less than 0.05. So average basket is significant. That's it. Okay, only average basket can significantly predict volume amount, right? And R square here is 0.87, right? Which means 87% can be explained by these 5 variables, right? The 7% of volume amount can be explained by these 5 variables, which is pretty good, right? So this is very, very simple outlook for predictive modeling, right? And maybe we may have a chance to discuss more details later in other video clips. Thank you very much. See you later.